Hello, everyone. This is our second video for the week. I promise that I will not have as many videos every week. We will usually just have one video. You'll have a Monday memo, then you'll have a video on Tuesday, and then you'll have a wrap-up memo on Thursday. But since this is the first week, I just want to walk us through some things. So I know in the previous video, if you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's a syllabus and Canvas review, but I want to go back into Canvas and be a little more specific with the different modules and places. And show you just specifically modules. In the previous video, I kind of went through all of these side links, but I'm not going to do that this time. I am going to reiterate though, entry verification, start here. You must complete this entry verification quiz before you can see anything else in the course, okay? Let me rephrase. You'll be able to see it, but it will be grayed out and you won't be able to get to it until you've completed the entry verification, okay? So please do that. Once you complete the entry verification, then this orientation module will open, okay? And in this orientation module, you have a couple assignments that you need to complete. You need to complete this discussion board, this getting to know you. And if you click into it, you can see my information, what I posted, what I want you to write about, and you just click reply and make your initial response, okay? And just kind of say hi to the class. And then that is due by Thursday, because then by Sunday, you need to have replied to at least 2 other people in the discussion forum, and just say hi, okay? Just a little bit of connection to kind of help you not feel like you're so isolated in an online class. And then you need to take the syllabus quiz. Now, once you take the syllabus quiz, module 1 will open for you, okay? And I want to back up for just a minute, back up here to this course information. If you haven't done this, or if you did it yesterday and it wasn't working, or this morning and it wasn't working, please click this textbook link here. I want to see that everyone can get into it. I was told for like the 3rd time now that it's been fixed. I have all the right links. I'm just not sure why Canvas is not connecting to Norton and connecting you as my class to the material. So I would really like some feedback. If you could just click into it, you're going to click it and then you'll see this, and you should be able to then click this and it should take you directly into the book. Now, you may have a screen pop up that asks you to check a box like I accept and then continue. That's fine. But you should not be asked to sign in. It should not be asking you to either register, sign in, or purchase. That should not happen, okay? So you may get a pop-up box that asks you, check here and click continue. That's fine, but nothing else. So please see if you can access this textbook. And then we'll go from there. If you tried to access it yesterday or even earlier this morning, if you will try again, because supposedly it's been fixed. Okay. And please, anybody let me know how it goes. All right. Okay. So that's enough of that. Let's drop back down to module 1. Now, every module is going to be set up in the same way, okay? You're going to have your module objectives first, and then I've got 3 like headers in each module. There's a reading header, a module resources header, and then an assignments header. So the reading header, anything underneath there, it might just be an article like it is here, or it might be a couple videos with an article, just whatever information, just to, this is your reading, and any supporting information I have about that article or about that reading or about that author, I'll include. And then under the module resources heading is where you will find handouts, other videos, your writing assignment guidelines, and your rubric. Like every module has a writing assignment with it. And so you'll find those instructions and rubric there. So I'm going to click into the writing assignment guidelines for module 1. So in module 1, you saw that you have an article called The Penny Debate by Brad Andrews, okay? So your job is to read that article and then form your own opinion about what is presented there, because that article is presenting a debate. Should we keep the penny? Should our government keep producing the penny or not? And so after you read that article, because that article's purpose is to be informative, it is giving you two sides of the debate. Once you finish reading that article, your job is then to write a 1-paragraph response on your opinion of that article. Okay, so that is all you're doing. You type it up on a Microsoft Word document and upload it. This is your writing assignment for Module 1, a 1-paragraph response, okay? But it's a response paragraph. So a response paragraph is responding to a reading, giving your opinion on a reading, and then supporting that opinion with why you feel that way. So you can't just say, I think the government should get rid of the penny, it's costing us too much money, the end. Like you can't, that's not a good, well-developed response. So I've included some writing tips here for you. You want to begin your paragraph by introducing the author, the article title, and the purpose of the article. Okay, so it's The Penny Debate by Brad Andrews. So you need to introduce that article because that's the article you're responding to. So in The Penny Debate by Brad Andrews, he gives readers the debate on whether or not we should keep the penny. Something like that. That can be your first sentence because your first sentence should be what's called a topic sentence. It explains what the rest of the paragraph is going to be about. So once you give that topic sentence, this is what the article I read was about. This is the article title, the author, and this is what the article is about. Then in the next sentence, you're going to state your opinion. Do you think the government should keep making the penny? Yes or no? And then this is the most important part that so many people forget. In order to have a well-developed paragraph and a well-developed thought, you want to give reasons why. And you can use reasons from the article and from your own experience. This is your personal response. So if I say, I think the government should stop making the penny, well, then the next question is, why do you think that? Well, many people don't use change anymore. They constantly are using debit cards or credit cards. So a lot of cash is not used. That's the first reason. Second, it's costing people too much money. It costs us way too much money to make it, more than the penny is worth. Okay, that's 2 good reasons right there. Can I come up with a third? Maybe the third is a personal response. Maybe the third, I can say, even I don't pick up a penny when I see it on the ground because it's not worth that much money. I don't see the purpose. So there's 3 sentences and 3 solid reasons to support why I think we should get rid of the penny. So make sure you give solid opinion to support what you think of the issue. And then you end the paragraph with a concluding sentence, a sentence that kind of bottom lines the issue, like how would, for my opinion, getting rid of the penny, how would that benefit everyone? I want to give just like a final concluding thought. That is a well-structured, well-developed paragraph. So just remember, a well-developed paragraph is 5 to 7 sentences long. Because if I have a topic sentence, give my opinion, I give 2 or 3 reasons why, and then end with a concluding sentence, that's 5 to 6 sentences right there. That is a well-developed paragraph, okay? That's what I want you to submit, all right? So let me show you, I'm gonna go back out into our modules, and right underneath the assignment guidelines is the rubric. So this is how you're going to be graded on that paragraph. All right, the paragraph that you write, I'm going to grade you based on the introductory sentence and topic sentence that you write, like what is your opinion? Your supporting ideas, what reasons do you say to support your opinion? Do you have a strong concluding sentence? And grammar and punctuation, are you using good subject-verb agreement and not using any sentence fragments? And are there no capitalization or punctuation errors? Meaning, if you use the word I, capitalize it. Capitalize the first word of every sentence. Put a period or a question mark or an exclamation point at the end of every sentence. You need ending punctuation. You're going to be graded on those things for your first writing, your Module 1 writing. So make sure that you are reviewing not just the guidelines, because there are assignment guidelines and a rubric in every module for every module writing, and it explains what you're supposed to do. So you don't just want to jump into the main module assignment. You want to read the article. You want to look at the handouts that are provided. Watch any of the videos that are provided, and you want to complete the inquisitives. These are the other assignments that help you focus on grammar and writing foundations. You want to go through these things before you submit your writing for each module, okay? Now, speaking of inquisitives, again, if you tried to get into inquisitive and it did not work, I was told that they work now. It should take you right to the inquisitive activity. This first activity is a how to use inquisitive. So it is solely showing you what to do, how to drag and drop, answer questions, how to use the inquisitive tool. That's this first assignment, okay? And then the other two, this one's about sentence fragments, and this is about subject-verb agreement, okay? Remember, you can complete these inquisitive activities as many times as you need to until you get a 100, okay? Now, once you feel comfortable with the article, once you feel comfortable with the handouts, any videos that you watch, and complete the inquisitives, even if you don't get a 100, you've gone through the inquisitive assignments, you have an understanding, then I want you to jump into your writing assignment for the module, okay? Because it's the big one. It's the big, remember, all the essays together are 50% of your grade. So it's the largest chunk of your course grade, okay? And all along the way, as you're going through the readings, as you're reading the guidelines for the assignment, as you're looking at handouts and watching videos and completing inquisitives, if you have questions, email me and let me know. Make sure you read the Monday memos. Make sure you watch the Tuesday videos and you read the wrap-ups that post. So stay up to date on the announcements, check your email every day, and just set up a schedule that you can work through the information in the module, basically from the top down. And this should be one of the last things, the writings should be one of the last things that you complete to make sure you have all the information and have spent time with the material before you submit, okay? And I'm gonna click into this. If I click into this, this is not what it looks like for you. And I'm not sure I'm able to view it as a student. Let me, because of some of the issues with like the entry verification and all of that, let me go into a different 025 that I know I can show it to you. I'm gonna, and in the paragraph response, if I view it as a student, When you click on the Module 1 writing to submit it, this is what it's going to look like, okay? You'll get your details. Please upload your 1-paragraph response to the penny debate. You can see the rubric. The rubric automatically loads for you, so you'll be able to see it. And if you want to see what does that mean, introductory sentence, if you click that link, it'll tell you clearly states the title, topic, author, and author purpose expressed in the reading. So you'll see exactly what the rubric says that I just showed you. The rubric, you can see it here as well. If you continue to scroll down, this is how you upload your assignment. If it's already on your computer, you can just make the upload button is clicked. You just click here, and then you can go through wherever it is on your computer, upload it, and then you'll see it attached here, and then down here behind my video you just click submit assignment. If you have it on your Office 365, if you've got Office 365 loaded up, you might have to log in, but then you should be able to pull it from your Office 365, from your Word Online. If you can't pull it from Word Online like this, just go into your Word Online, download it to your computer, and then use this upload button to find it on your computer and upload it, okay? If you have any questions about uploading your work, uploading material, any of that, please let me know. And see, I have to leave student view before I can switch back. I knew it was going to do that. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of walk through the module and show you that. Every module is set up the same way. Every module has objectives at the very top, a reading section, a resources section, and an assignment section. Everything under the assignment section is what needs to be submitted for that module. And that's it, okay? You might not be able to see it yet. I can see it, but for example, Module 2 is grayed out for you, but there's a little note that it will unlock May 26th at 12 a.m. All right, so you can see when each module, if you just expand the module, at the bottom, you'll be able to see when that module will open and when you will be able to start working on the material in that module, okay? So this week is a little heavy because you have the discussion board and the quiz, syllabus quiz in the orientation module, and you have these 4 assignments in module 1. So it's a lot at first. And first off, you've got the entry verification quiz. That's the first thing. So there is a lot to complete. Please don't get overwhelmed. Start at the top with entry verification, and then you can jump down to orientation module, and then start top to bottom to complete module 1. If you have questions, need help, find yourself lost, are confused, please let me know. And please check your textbook link under course information and check your inquisitive links under module 1. I am really hoping that it works. I'm like fingers crossed, toes crossed, like praying to any and everything that it works. Okay, I think that is all I wanted to go. Oh, one other thing. In the orientation module, you'll see this help discussion board. Now, you are free to email me with any questions that you have, but you're also free to upload any questions you have to this discussion board. You never know. There may be other people in the class who have this same question that you do. And, you know, if you post your question here, somebody else in the class may know the answer. When I check the discussion, I can give you an answer, and then it just helps everybody. You're not required to, but I do keep a help discussion board in all of my classes, just in case you would like to use it. If I start to get emails that are like 2 or 3 or 4 are asking the same question, I will probably go in and reply to this myself and say, hey, I've gotten a few questions about this, and I'll give an answer. So check the help discussion board, but please feel free to email me with any questions that you have, okay? And I hope the links are working. Please check them for me. Let me know. And yeah, I will talk to you all again later. Have a great day. Bye.